There are some terms that we're using in here that seem to be very pivotal in framework of what's going to be done by these teams. And I'm concerned that I may be the only person that really isn't sure what they mean, but one of those terms is trauma-informed care. It makes sense that we should all use sensitivity in our response to other people because of events that have occurred in their lives, but I haven't been able to find a statutory definition of the term, and if you Google trauma caused by standardized testing, you could make the argument that we systematically traumatize our students in grade 3 and 8 with our STAR test. But in all seriousness, how do we know what I think is in trauma-informed in care is the same thing that a local superintendent or teacher will think it is? I understand what you said, and there's no question about the intent and of what is intended with this. My concern comes with a term that is a big umbrella that it has no real definition, and we're putting it in legislature. And the second one is psychological safety. I'm not sure I really understand what that means. A 2017 Harvard Business Review article defines psychological safety as the belief that you won't be punished if you make a mistake. Now, how does that work with responding to a natural disaster, active shooter, or other dangerous scenarios? It just seems to be a term that, again, doesn't have a meaningful definition that would keep it boxed into what the intent of this bill is. Last thing, though, my biggest concern is about increasing screening, diagnostics, and treatment for mental health disorders, because more than 90% of school shootings over the past decade were linked to SSRI antidepressants. According to Dr. Kirshner, a forensic psychologist who has tested and evaluated 30 teenage and adult murderers, and I quote from this article, most of the young murderers I have personally examined and had been in treatment were using prescribed stimulant amphetamine-type drugs before and during the killing events. These medications did not prevent, but instead contributed to the violence by disinhibiting normal frontal cortex control mechanisms, and so despite ongoing congressional debates regarding stricter gun control laws, improved access to mental health treatments, our concern should be about the quality of mental health care, not just a societal safety net ensuring treatment for all children and young adults. And so the question, are we creating an SB11 just a societal safety net while failing to look at the more important issues of misdiagnosing, overprescribing, and missing other key opportunities to actually prevent these occurrences?